What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. It's your host, Billy here.
It's your boy, T-John.
And it's time to take it to the ring. Well, man, this episode certainly did not disappoint.
Not at all, man. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna give it a 5, but I struggled. That first match was everything to me. I had such a great time with that one. This was a really, really great episode, and I think it's just a really great way to kick off the start of the real countdown to me to WrestleMania, because we're less than a month away now, man.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
So, fight fans, we're going to be reviewing WWE Raw. So, if you guys didn't check it last night, watch us. We're going to do a rundown. So, it started off great. You know, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins coming out.
Man.
Kevin Owens
came out with all the confidence in the world, and I mean, rightfully so. They had beaten both of the opponents going into this triple threat tag team match for the title. So they've been looking really, really good. So I wouldn't have been surprised if they won, just off of how dominant they have been. And they let the crowd know they had every expectation to win, but we got to see the Alpha Academy come out, shushing them real quick, telling them their chance for a reason.
That's like his entrance now. You get to hear it instead of, burn it down. You hear shush.
Oh, yeah, see?
It's like that's their entrance now. It's
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we got to see them make their claim, and then RK Bro in the background, and Randy Orton was stewing, man. So we knew that when he said we're going to win at any cost, he meant that. So I just knew from jump that this was going to be a super intense match, and it literally lived up to that. Now, I said it before, I'm really happy with this new format because it's different. They're putting literally the best matches up front. This is the first match. And that's something that we haven't seen.
From AEW. In that picture, that's perfect. Look how serious Riddle is. That's a different Riddle than we're used to seeing.
Exactly.
This match was great.
I mean, this was a big thing. This is a lot on the line. WrestleMania is on the line. And this is the last clear-cut path to get to WrestleMania. Yeah. So that's where I think it all comes from. And then all 6 of these guys deserve to be there. I know we've said that before, but they've proven it time and time again that they all could be super entertaining on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
So I was really hyped for this match. And like I said, man, it was a banger from the jump. It was so awesome, bro.
Yeah, so the rules were a little bit different on this one. So each team member could only tag in their teammate, and there had to be all 3 of them in at one point. So each team had to have a member in. So they switched it up a little bit, and I liked it. I mean, when I heard that, I was like, well, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing that. I like
it. And I did also like that there was no DQs, because then it kind of just omitted the whole
the rules.
The whole tagging aspect, I want to say, because that's just a formality that they really didn't even have to do anymore. What's up, Mud? Yeah, man, RK Bro and Randy Orton was absolutely awesome, bro. It was effing-tastic. But, bro, everybody got their shine.
Yeah,
Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins took over
right from the start.
Yeah, right from the start. This was their match, and they were killing these people. Chad Gable had to wait on the sideline, and, of course, poor Riddle, man. Riddle was taking a beat down for most of this match.
Yeah, that's normal Riddle. He had to get beat up and come back, and man, once he did, and once he got that ass whooping, he came back with fury. But Seth and KO really showed us how well they can work together.
Oh, yeah.
It was
fantastic. Was a really good pairing. And I know in the beginning, I was a bit skeptical of it. I did not believe in them as a tag team, and they proved me completely wrong. Their chemistry was off the charts. These two are extremely athletic, extremely agile, and they really were taking over in the beginning. Then, though, Otis came out of nowhere like a tank and just was bum rushing everybody, bro.
He was destroying people. And every time I see him out there and get aggressive, he always ends up in that post. When's he going to learn his lesson? That post is always going to be there.
Yeah.
It's like, stop falling for that damn trick, you goofball. Just
Yeah,
he's going to end up breaking it.
Exactly. But I mean, it's such a devastating move when it hits. And again, man, poor Riddle. Riddle was like the longest one in there for like, I think he was the only one that couldn't tag in Randy.
Yeah,
for
those
the longest,
Irish whips
honestly, Otis would have won the match.
Yeah, but so what was with this? I'm glad you got a shot. What was he thinking? What was going through his mind? I get it would have been a super quick match, but that could have won it right there. He was tossing Riddle around like a
I think that's what it was. I think that he knew that it was too quick and nobody would have been happy. So he said, nah, we got to keep this going. It was just too easy. If I'm being completely honest, that's all it was. It was way too quick.
Like that was the ass whooping that Riddle needed to get those batteries up and come back with the fury. Yeah. And I mean, Chad Gable had a good run there too, but once Orton came in fired up, man, he was pissed.
Oh yeah, man.
That nice double DDT, like grabbed Seth by the show it, man. He grabbed him by the hair.
Got it. So when Randy Orton came out, he came out swinging, put them both in for the double DDT. It was absolutely wild. This man went on a rampage. I'm talking really RKOs for everybody. He went outside because he almost pinned Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens saved him. Kevin Owens gets thrown on the table for his troubles. Then he throws Chad Gable on the same table. And then, my favorite, an assisted slam on Otis. I don't know how that table survived this one, but him and Riddle lifted Otis up and just slammed his big ass down onto the table.
Can you believe the balls of Orton trying to pick up Otis by himself? And Riddle's like, oh, I got you, buddy, and came over and they did the job, man. That was awesome. It was
absolutely
fantastic,
awesome,
man.
bro.
Fury.
Yeah. And much love, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. I see you.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, man. That's super dope, bro.
But it was a good episode. You guys got a good one. It was a
super good episode, bro. Like the amount, like I was telling Billy before we started, man, this match had so many screenshots, bro. Like I could go on for days. I could dedicate an entire episode to just this match if I really wanted to. It was that good.
Really? I mean, this was, I think it was WWE responding to Revolution. It's like, all right, well, they had a great episode. We got to come back. And this was a WrestleMania match. This was fantastic, man.
They definitely could have kept it and like saved it for WrestleMania. And low key, maybe they will. That would be super awesome. Yeah. If we see this kind of caliber match and it'll only get better at WrestleMania, I would not be mad. This was so intense. It was so awesome, bro. I loved it. I thought it was over after this too, because Seth Rollins actually ended Riddle again with that stomp, bro. That thing is vicious.
Well, there towards the end, man, all the rules were thrown out the door. Everybody was kind of respecting it, DQ or not, and then it was chaos.
I mean, Randy tagged himself in, and that's when I knew. I was like, oh, yeah, it's over with. Like, he just jumped in and started beating Kevin Owens at one point. It was crazy, but I mean, F it, bro. This is the road to WrestleMania. This is what needs to happen. Did you get a shot of that
insane suplex that they did? Like all four of them? Man, that was crazy. Gable at the very top. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, like crazy. Chad Gable, we talked about it too. Chad Gable suplexing everybody. Went on a tirade, bro.
That rolling
suplexes on everybody, bro. This was awesome. And to your point, Himanshu, it went on for like an hour. I think it capped at like 50 minutes. It was ridiculous. I don't know how they were breathing.
Yeah, it was a crazy match. I was sitting there thinking too. I was like, wow, man, this is 3 commercial breaks. This is a long match.
Yeah, man. No, I was timing it. It was like around 50 minutes.
Wow.
It was that's ridiculous. The amount of intensity that these guys brought the entirety of their 50 minutes in the ring was absolutely insane. This here, I know it's blurry, so let me just tell you what this is. Chad Gable already did this amazing moonsault the first time. He tries it again and gets met by Randy Orton, who puts him in an RKO to heaven. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, talk about a viper, man. He was off to the side. He saw it coming. He stared at him, and you saw him in the slow motion replay. He just jumped right in and caught him.
Yeah.
Mid-air, mid-flip into the moonsault. It was just beautiful. It was probably one of the coolest kind of like counter comebacks I've seen, and it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. The
Most
Viper nailed
definitely,
it.
bro. Like this was so crazy, and just to cap it off, man. So Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens had it in the bag. They double
Yeah.
teamed Chad Gable. Owens hit him with a stunner, and you see here Seth Rollins ended him with a
Bam.
stomp. But look who's
Oh,
in the corner right there. Matt Riddle was
Riddle.
ready and waiting. As soon as he finished that stomp, throws Seth Rollins out of the ring and steals the pin while they're all trying to get
Beautiful.
back in the ring. Luckily, Randy
Beautiful.
Orton was able to hold Kevin Owens because he was right there, and he held him
Yeah.
off just enough to get the pin.
Owens would have been on it if Orton did not grab a hold of his ankles. And talk
Yeah,
about fantastic ring awareness from Riddle.
that's
That
that
really shows
experience.
he's coming into his own. And I gotta say, man, I was surprised, but I was like, man, that's one hell of a win. And
Yeah,
afterwards, that great little moment that Orton and Riddle had, man, was fantastic. He was just so humbled.
dude. Yeah, he said for the first time in his 20 plus years of being in this sport, he finally is going to say the F word and called Riddle his friend. So
Yeah.
that's huge. That
Oh,
is
Riddle.
huge.
Yeah,
But
Riddle
yeah,
looked like he
I
was gonna
agree,
shed a
man.
tear, man. He was
Yeah,
just like,
Alpha Academy
oh.
did their damn thing. I
Yeah,
think
they
that they
did.
earned a WrestleMania spot. Like
No,
they've been more than
they're gonna go.
entertaining. I think they've surprised everybody with how entertaining they could be.
Don't be surprised if we see just Arcade Bro and the Alpha Academy at WrestleMania. Just
Yeah,
imagine the show the four of them can put on. I mean, the beating that Riddle can take, the skill that Gable is showing us, and the creativity, and then just Orton, man. It's Orton's in WrestleMania. He's gonna give us a great show. So
yeah.
even if they just have that, I think it's gonna be fantastic.
Oh yeah.
They're all great.
They are. They're super great. And I mean, I know they kind of tease the Street Profits being up next, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The Alpha Academy is better to me.
Yeah.
Yes, the Street Profits are entertaining, but both of them in Alpha Academy are more entertaining.
Yeah.
Street Profits are entertaining in their own way, but Montez Ford kind of, is the draw.
Yeah.
Angelo Dawkins is still finding himself, I want to say.
I was gonna say he's getting better, but I don't know if he's there yet. I'd much rather see Gable and
Otis.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Almost said
To everybody's
like, no.
comments, yeah, because I got a picture of that. I had to get it. Yeah, Seth
Oh.
looked absolutely distraught, bro. Didn't
Yeah.
say a word. You
He
got to
was
see him in the
possessed.
background, like backstage. He was shaking. This man is really just got taken into a dark place. We have never
Yeah.
seen him like this, bro.
He was
This
beside himself, man.
This is good.
He
though.
was someplace else, man.
Oh yeah, he's somewhere dark, and he's gonna do something. He's gonna do some crazy stuff coming up. Because there is no way. You can bet your ass. There is absolutely no way that we are not seeing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. There's no way.
Oh yeah. We kind of touched on it before we got on. I mean, you called it a while back.
Yep.
Saying it's like him just showing up and messing up what Roman Reigns opportunity. Yeah, messing that up. That'd be great.
Matchup. If he can't have his moment, nobody can. I know that for a fact. That's exactly what's gonna happen. So I'm calling that. Unless he can find some way to to get there, I guess clean. I don't think he has any problem with dirty in it and just muscling his way through, because that's something like one, he's earned it, and I just don't see him humbly going. I just don't see that.
He's got plans. He's got to make it happen.
Most definitely. But the next match, I think that this was a good little cup of water, a little refresher off of the intensity that we just got.
Yeah.
Nobody really likes the 24/7 title. So this was just like a nice little, I guess, breather, a nice little breather from all the intensity that we got. And it was quick, as we all expect it to be. But what did you think, Billy?
I'm pretty much done with the 24/7 challenge, and the little kissy thing that they're doing backstage. I think it's I don't know. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Even the match was lame. How, like, there's no way. She had her in the Boston Crab. It was set in. You're trying to tell me that Brooke, like, stood up and got out of that? Very
Muscle through it.
disappointing.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
was unbelievable because she literally had her folded in half, and
Yeah.
somehow she has the core strength of a god.
But
And
yeah, right? Exactly.
yeah, like I don't believe that
Tomina,
there's
the
no way she
meanest.
pulled her legs back and then muscled her into the pin. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
This was silly. This was
Yeah.
silly, but it's fine. And I thought it was funny, you know, Akira came out and like was like, "You cheated. She's the Tamina's the real winner." I like, and you know, professing his love, gets dissed, but clearly she has some feelings that she can't hide no more, and like blows him a kiss.
Yeah.
It's just silly stuff, man.
It's
Like I said,
super
it was just a
silly.
nice little breather after that intense match.
Yeah. We'll touch on it. We can move on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but oh yeah, a lot of
Tamina's got a lot more than that. So
Cleveland, Ohio people. Isn't Seth Rollins from Ohio too? So I'm sure that even made it even worse that he lost.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
I'm
where
pretty
he's from.
sure he is, but yeah, Dana Brooke also, you know, this was pretty big because this was her hometown. But getting actually into that,
the crowd, now that you mentioned that real quick, the crowd really wasn't too into it the whole match, man. They were pretty quiet all the way
I think
through.
everybody was just like still reeling from that triple threat tag team match, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
WWE fans are used to that.
You kind of have to do something silly. You have to not take the next match seriously. If you start with that, you're not going to capitalize on it. It's better to, like, you know, get people to like take a breath, chill out, you know, go get a beer, eat a hot dog or something.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. I was thinking that it's like that
saw.
would be the hot dog break time. It's like, oh, you're 24/7 champion. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go grab a beer and a hot dog. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a piss because that was crazy. Like, it was just like that, bro. Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, he's from Davenport, so yeah, that's in Ohio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's an Ohio native. But going into that, bro, 3 Ohio natives stepped into the ring: The Miz, Logan Paul, and Jerry the King Lawler. Now, this is the only time I think we will ever hear The Miz get any kind of cheers.
Yeah, I mean, he was practically begging for him. I think it was more everybody cheering for their own state more than they were cheering for The Miz.
Yeah.
And Paul, he's got to work on his mic skills. He was trying really hard.
Yeah.
But it was okay. But I definitely did not expect Miz just roasting Ohio, man. He did.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It started out good, and he just went full on asshole to his home state.
You don't bring up LeBron in Ohio, man. Like, that's not cool.
I mean, did he say anything that was wrong, though?
No, he didn't, but
exactly.
Still.
So to anybody that didn't watch it, bro, The Miz,
like,
at first was praising his hometown for always having his back. You know, they breed champs, blah, blah, blah. Jerry Lawler capitalizes on The Miz's, like, praise of Ohio and says, wouldn't it be cool if they hosted a WrestleMania here in the future? And The Miz, like, just immediately was like, no, absolutely not.
He's like, nope, done, instant.
Yeah, and I agree. Nobody wants to see the WrestleMania in Ohio. What is this, 67? Nobody wants to see that.
And he just goes on a rant. Anybody that's successful leaves. Nobody stays here. The Browns left. Like, LeBron left.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He played the Ohio crowd like a fiddle. And it was so funny to watch. I mean, everything that he said was facts. The whole fireworks stuff that he talked about, like the fireworks alone, the only pyro that Cleveland can afford is having their lake on fire. Like, that was some rough stuff he was saying. And then he capped it off by saying, all winners from Cleveland leave. And then they just walked out. And you can see Logan Paul was like, I may have bet on the wrong horse here.
Yeah, he was definitely taken back, little confused. And I mean, gosh, he had all of his high school friends there in his own section, so he definitely
I don't know, Miz kind of seems some text messages after that and was like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah. He wasn't happy. So we'll see how that goes. If the Miz is just going to kind of continue to tutor him and let him know, hey, no, that doesn't matter. Who cares?
I was about to say, because next year they won't even remember, and it'll be right back. Because like Amash said, Miz always does it. So, you know, it is what it is. That's just his character. Now, can Logan Paul do the same thing? Probably not, because that's the Miz's thing. But
not impressed with his mic skills. Hopefully he can practice.
He's got to work on it, but he's new. He just got here,
exactly.
so I'll be patient with him. You know, I'll give him a break. He was nervous. I do agree. I think he was nervous. This is a whole new thing. Yes, it's different doing something on the screen than, you know, actually having to do stuff live like that, bro.
He definitely got a little giddy. You know, you could see it. He was kind of a little kid, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that he was really nervous. I think that this is like, I mean, it's a dream come true. You can tell they watched wrestling growing up. So to finally be in the same ring as people that you like watched growing up, that's surreal. He's starstruck. Yeah. You know, I think that's
what I was looking for. Starstruck. That's what it was. You could definitely tell. He was kind of in a different state of mind. He wasn't playing a character. He was just like, oh my gosh, this is great. I love
I'm here.
Fanboying it.
And that kind of got that from the speeches he was giving too. It just was like, you know, I've never he probably never thought that he would do this. Yes, he's had a really nice career like in entertainment. But, you know, like he probably never thought that his career or his life would take him to here. So, you know, props to him. This is awesome. This is a dream come true. And I'm glad that he gets that experience. Hopefully he doesn't shit the bed on it. Like, you know, he has some wrestling experience, so it should be good. Yeah, exactly. He has some wrestling experience.
Yeah,
so I don't think that it's going to be a trash match. It should be good. It's just, can he reel in, you know,
what it takes to be a WWE American
exactly. Can he get over the whole I'm here, I'm fine, like I'm actually here kind of mood and get into the sport of it? You get what I'm saying? The combativeness of it.
Yeah.
So that's
I was pleasantly surprised when I heard he had a little bit of a wrestling background, because I really did think he was going to have to come in and learn the fundamentals. So he has a background. I think it'll be a little bit more entertaining. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely, man. But so now we finally get a match. We finally move on to a match. I think everybody got enough of a breather, and we get into the Dirty Dogs facing Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker, and this was excellent. And you know, they face each other again tonight. Well, it's going to be Ciampa, Braun Breaker, and Dolph Ziggler for the NXT title tonight. So that's going to be good. If it's anything like this match was, it's going to be a banger, bro.
Man, Braun showed us he has everything it takes to compete on the professional level. And the fact that he pulled out the suspended vertical suplex, you know, you don't see that a whole lot in WWE Raw and SmackDown right now. So he was pulling out some old school, the fundamentals, and it was fantastic. I love it.
Especially on somebody like Robert Roode too. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, these guys really took control of the match. Like Tommaso Ciampa wasn't taking any prisoners, and there were some pops from Dolph Ziggler, but I mean, and Robert Roode, but this was a certified ass whooping from the new guys in NXT. Yeah. These guys,
the crowd was not feeling it, man. I was really disappointed.
I mean, it's because I think, honestly, it's that whole nobody is giving NXT a real chance right now. Still, there's a lot of
I think there was a couple no names, and they didn't get the hype.
Exactly,
they didn't want to even give them hype, even though it was great. It was a good match.
For people who aren't keeping up with NXT, it's just Braun Breaker and Ciampa are still like who are these guys? Yeah, we've seen Tommaso Ciampa, but Braun Breaker we haven't seen it all. Now all of a sudden, these guys are beating the hell out of the Dirty Dogs.
He forced the crowd to cheer with those vertical presses, man.
Oh, man. This got the crowd going for a little bit, though.
How could you not? And then he throws it down, and it's just fantastic. He's like, you will cheer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I do like Ciampa's new theme, though. I will say that. But, yeah, I don't know why the crowd wasn't interested at first. But, yeah, Braun snatched the attention from the crowd, I gotta say. And after that slam, he gets the pin. This was amazing. I'm super happy for them. This was the exact kind of excitement I think that Raw needed to bring in, or some kind of one of the promotions, either Raw or SmackDown, needed to bring to get people to start watching NXT.
Yes.
This was a genius marketing technique, especially with Dolph Ziggler coming out and being like, you may have won, but I'm gonna be there tonight. Yeah,
the old dogs, the old dirty dogs. You guys got one over on us. He really did take it like, okay, it happens, but I'm a pro. I've done this. I can take an L, and I'll come back and get a W. So he wasn't really sweating it. But I mean, I think Braun Breaker is giving us exactly what WWE needs right now. I don't care where he goes, but we need that style of wrestling again. It reminds me of what I watched when I was younger, and I love it.
Yeah.
And if they
Yeah,
can
I
do that
do
with some of
agree.
the more modern stuff that they're doing and getting more innovative and still bring some of that in, I think it'll make me even more of a fan. So I thought it was great. He gave us a great show. And like I said in the beginning, Braun really let everybody know he can do this. He can compete
Yeah.
on the pro level and get
I
out
mean, we've
there
been
and not
saying
choke.
we've been singing NXT wrestlers the praises for a minute now. A lot of these guys are ready. If we're
Yeah.
being completely honest, if
He
you're
got
tired of
there and
seeing the
did it.
same guys, man, start bringing some people from NXT. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that could. I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. They could really take over. They could really take over a lot of these storylines because they're super interesting. They're really good wrestlers. They're just as skilled as a lot of these guys that are in the bigger promotions right now. And we've been seeing that thanks to Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad that the bigger promotions are kind of giving NXT a spotlight because it is necessary. And I think they're starting to acknowledge the fact that they need this new talent to start stepping up.
Yeah. I think the NXT talent is doing as well as they're doing, hyping up a crowd. And that transition that Ciampa and Braun Breaker had was so smooth because of the way the NXT arena is set up. It's a mini version of a huge arena. And most of like the other promotions and indie stuff, those wrestlers don't get a chance to practice that. It's very small, it's very intimate. It's ground seating versus a mini stadium like NXT does. So I think the fact that that's a farm, it's training them to be not only a wrestler, but also work up the crowd. And
I was about to say, get
Braun
that
came in and
personality
did
together.
great.
And that's what we're seeing. But man, this is a hot take. And I don't agree with you, Gary.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think that
he's not there
yet. Give him some time. Let him get some more experience under his belt. Hopefully,
he's
Braun,
the future.
Yeah,
him in
he's
theory.
definitely the future.
I was saying
because
him
we
in theory.
talked about we need some bigger guys.
Yeah.
And I think Braun Breaker could be molded into that role.
Yeah.
I don't know
it's in his
if Brock
blood.
Lesnar will still be around by the time he gets to that point where he could be competitive against
I wouldn't
Brock.
want to.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that the timing is just too off, which is fine because he could just step into a spot that nobody else is really going to be able to fill right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd like to see Theory and Braun
with
Breaker before that, but Braun Breaker, he's got it. It's in his DNA, man. He's gonna do it. He's got everything it takes.
Too.
Oh man, if WWE includes NXT roster and Survivor Series, that will go crazy.
It will.
NXT will automatically get attention.
I like that.
That would be Survivor Series, like a compete of NXT versus Raw or NXT versus SmackDown.
Yeah,
kind of like they did WCW versus WWF.
And I mean, there's been news. We've heard news that we're going to see a lot more crossovers between NXT and the other WWE promotions. So that is a possibility. That's a real possibility.
That's a cool take.
Awesome.
And the fact that Ziggler wants an NXT championship belt, you would think a professional wrestler would be like, no, that's beneath me. That's like a pro ball player, going to minor league and be like, yeah, I'm just going to go back to minor league real quick and just get this championship over in AAA,
Yeah. I don't really understand it, but I really think that it's literally just a play. Yeah, it's literally just the work to get NXT some spotlight, and I appreciate it. It's definitely necessary because there's a lot of people that refuse to watch it, and I think that needs to change, and it's starting to. I think after last night it will. I think people are going to tune in tonight because they're going to want to see it.
It's going to be great.
It's definitely.
I'm not going to be able to go tonight. Got some other stuff I got to do around. I got to put a garage door motor on in my house. I'm going to be busy for most of the day. But yeah, I will definitely be going next week. NXT has not let us down, so I'm going to go as often as possible.
Yeah, not at all. I don't know if NXT was involved. I'm be honest.
Watching them, guys. I'll be 100% honest.
Dude, I'm just as new as everybody else. So kudos to you for watching it because you're a devoted fan. I just know that last year was not good. Yeah. But if they were, hopefully they do it again, bro, because this would be awesome. I'm super excited. Super excited about it. But I do want to branch into this next match because it brought up some questions. And I do, I agree 100% about Omos not being in WrestleMania. Like, what's that about? How many people does he have to destroy?
So I got that same impression, but I really think it's just like it's going to give even more of a lead up. I think he's going to be there, and it's going to be an awesome surprise. But holy cow, did he tear up Apollo? I
It was
thought
another beatdown. It was more the same, man. Like, they keep feeding him these guys. I mean, I think that the T-Bar one was supposed to be like the biggest test, and he just demolished him. And it was like there's nobody that's really challenging him right now. He
held this for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
when he was wrenching
that was
him
the
back.
majority of the match. And then he ends it with his like double-handed choke slam that he does, and it leads to the pin. So that's it. It's just more of the same beatdown. But
yeah, he was staring down Commander Aziz the whole time.
That's what I was about
Aziz
to say.
Looked shook.
That's gonna be the next one.
He was scared. He was trembling in those boots of his.
Yeah, I think that this is a really good match. I think that this is gonna be the best test for Omos and Commander Aziz. But if Omos wins, there's no reason why he shouldn't be going to WrestleMania, bro.
Well, he should, because I've seen Commander Aziz wrestle. Yeah, it was a rough night for Apollo Joseph. I've seen him wrestle. He is the big goofy guy, and he hasn't been getting as much practice as Omos has. He's getting better. He was moving around more in this match than I've seen in any other previous match. Omos
exactly.
Is. So outside of the ring, back inside of the ring, it was very different. It was more the same, but he's getting better. He's getting faster. And this was a little bit longer than the T-Bar one.
Right. Oh, this is a dope take. If not anything, Omos is definitely winning Battle Royale at Mania. I can see it. I could definitely see it. Jake something is a free agent. He could be another WWE big man. Jake something versus Braun Breaker. What'd you think?
I'd have to look him up. Jake something doesn't sound familiar. I'd have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm more of a face guy than a name guy, and there's so many wrestlers out there. I'm still learning most of the roster, so across all of them.
I'm gonna do some research, but I believe Lady J because she knows everything.
Oh yeah, she Lady knows way more than I do. Bow down.
Yeah, 100%. But moving on to the next one, man. How about this super dark Edge moment, man?
Wow, this was so different than anything else we've seen from Edge. And it leads up to exactly what you want and what you were talking about last week, man. He is going someplace.
Heel Edge, dog. That's what I want. And that's what I'm getting. And I'm so excited for it, bro. Look at the face.
Yeah, this was a Malachi Black moment, man. This was...
Bro, he didn't say anything for a good 5 minutes. Like, his entrance cuts out. He's just walking bathed in this blue light. It was just like, oh man, this is about to get real. Does he join House of Black?
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's I got House of Black also.
I got the feeling, but this is what I was really thinking. Yeah, Edge is back, boy. It's getting serious. This is a totally different Edge than we've seen as of late. He's done being the old guy that's just here for the for the fans.
Yeah, he's over back. It. He's back.
And I thought it was super cool. The first thing he says is, "You think you know me?" Like, yeah, this is gonna be so great. And I loved the speech that he gave, towards AJ Styles. Talking about, I needed to do this to you because I need that bulldog. If we're gonna see a legendary match, we gotta see these guys go at it like they hate each other. And this was the best way to do it, bro.
Oh, he did. He's getting under AJ's skin for sure, man. You tell him, he's like, hey, you better send the kiddos away, and mama's not gonna want to see this either. Like, he's going right for it. Let's see if he shows up to AJ Styles' house.
Oh yeah, man. I'm so excited for this. Like, this is gonna be a dope ass match. I do think that this is gonna be his last pop. And if this is how he goes out, bro, this is the best way possible that he could go out. I'm so excited for it. I can't. It
was amazing that he was able to come back, and he gave us a great fight with Seth Rollins, and then Austin Theory. I think he fought too. So there's some great matches.
Yeah, and to what Gary said, man. Yeah, I've been following. Edge was my favorite wrestler. Like, consistently, I could say that Edge was my favorite wrestler of all time. Like, that's my guy. So whenever he gets to this point, He is unstoppable, and every single match is OD. It's gonna be absolutely insane what he does. He's not pulling out any stops. If he had this kind of mentality against the Miz and Maurice would have gotten murdered.
Yeah, I don't think Miz could have handled that. He didn't have to go there.
He didn't, but I wish he did. And yeah, I think that this is his last ride. I think that this is it. But I think that this is the best way to do it. I need this. I really need this edge. So I'm so excited for it. And I love that the next match that came was a pleasant little tag team match. It was surprising for me.
Yeah, so this was good. I love the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan tag team. I think that this is better than the Nikki ASH. And Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, I think, just kind of flow and mesh a little bit better together. Mm-hmm. And Carmella, I'm kind of sick of her, but I can't believe Zelina got in there with Rhea Ripley. I don't know.
That's what I was about to say. I personally thought that this was going to be a throwaway match. I mean, look at the size difference here, dude. I mean, come on, man.
Queen Zelina got that.
Be a silly ass, stupid match where Rhea Ripley was just gonna dog them out and Liv Morgan was just gonna sit on the sideline, and I was completely wrong. Queen Zelina went crazy.
What about there it is, that tornado DDT counter. That was fantastic, man. Absolutely, I was like, this little girl's got some moves.
Yeah, and it led to Rhea Ripley actually getting her ass beat.
Yep.
I was not expecting this from this match at all. And if it wasn't for Liv Morgan, I think that this match would have went a whole different way.
She came in feisty, man. When she gets fired up, she's a force. She bounces around like a little pinball, man, and she's got some momentum and power behind it when she needs to. She's got some fury in
so
her.
I do love them as a tag team. I think that is super awesome.
Yeah.
These two, but this is what changed the match fully. Like you said, we're so sick of Carmella. I think that she just didn't have her head in the match, as was obvious.
She did it.
She went right to her husband, Corey Grave, and just was talking. Queen Zelina had nobody. And of course, Rhea Ripley takes full advantage of that, hits her with the Riptide, and the match is over. You can still see her in the background, just talking like they're not in the whole match right now.
She got destroyed with the Riptide. Rhea, she fully sent that one, man. Holy cow. And that just made me hate Carmella even more. It's like, you guys are doing a show together. You live together. This is your job. What the hell are you doing? Quit playing kissy face and get over there. Nobody wants to see that, and nobody wants to see your show either.
Mask. I knew the match was over too for her because she took the mask off. I was like, oh, she's not getting back in there. I noticed that too. Well, wait a minute.
I'm not over it.
Put them in randomly just because they deserve a Mania spot this year. Yeah, man. I think that they make a great tag team.
That's good. So it's going to be a three-way at WrestleMania for the women's tag team after this one. So it's going to be Queen Zelina, Carmella. Then we get to see Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. That made me happy for Liv Morgan. Really, that's good for her.
Yeah, and you already know I'm Team Rhea, so I'm full on. I want Rhea to get the championship.
And then they're going against Sasha Banks and Naomi Glow, right?
The
other two tag teams. On the three-way.
Yeah. See, and then the top match with Team Glow, 100%. It's gonna be dope. But I don't know. Actually, I can't say with 100% that Ripley and Liv Morgan are gonna have it, because Team Glow is about to be a force.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really, really good. Yeah, I definitely see the titles getting handed over. I don't see Carmella and
not at all
walking away with this. Ripley is strong. Yeah, she is strong.
Yeah, you see, he said he met her.
He said, I thought you were saying she's 6'3".
No. She's like
she's from short. Australia. She was a wrestler over there, and she kind of has that CrossFit training background. And she used to have blonde hair, man. She's really pretty. Like, don't let that goth kind of theme throw you off, man. She's really pretty, and she's strong as shit. I definitely believe that.
Yeah, most definitely. Carmella more interested in getting freaky. That's what it looked like. Whole lot of PDA on the back. And you got Team Glow? I can see it. But I'm Team Ripley. Winning. I have to be Team Ripley, bro. I do see Team Glow winning, though. I do. But I'm a Ripley.
I'd be happy either way. Naomi, she deserves it. I'm not the biggest fan of Sasha Banks. she's all right. I know she's been out on leave. She's got some moves. It's just you could definitely tell that a lot of the stuff she's doing is like not it's not 100%. She doesn't put everything she has into it. She's kind of a lazy wrestler in my opinion. But aside from that, I'm a big Rhea. You are too. Rhea Ripley's awesome.
Yeah, I think this would be a dope tag team. Rhea Ripley and Ronda Rousey.
That would be cool.
That'd be
but
interesting.
Then that kind of takes away from that neat dynamic we're seeing with Liv Morgan. Big strength and the high flyer.
That's just two powerhouses, honestly.
Yeah.
And you don't like that won't be as interesting to watch because Liv Morgan is so much faster, a lot more agile. So you want that kind of dynamic because it's the same reason why we like I know this is a callback, but like Batista and Rey Mysterio kind of vibes.
Oh yeah,
I know it's
that's another,
way more dramatic.
That's a good one. Well,
that's
Street Profits, that's another good example.
Duos are so interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I'm loving all the comments, guys.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I don't see Sasha and Naomi losing, but I want them to lose. That's all I'm saying. But let's get into the next one then, bro.
Yeah.
Getting into Finn Balor and Austin Theory again fighting.
Yeah, so Finn definitely showed up. He was ready. He was in 100%. And he pretty much whooped Austin Theory's ass, after an ass whooping from Saturday Brock Lesnar gave him.
Dude, I got to go against you, bro. I thought Austin Theory was whooping his ass. And I know I'm a fan of Austin Theory, and I don't want to hear it from anybody. But I was literally watching this match, and every time Finn Balor had any kind of momentum, Austin Theory just was overpowering this man. It was beating the hell out of him. Like I said, Finn Balor had a lot of nice pops, and I think that it's just that rivalry. Yes, he hates Austin Theory, and rightfully so. And Finn Balor looks like he's back to himself. Yeah, probably even better. Back. So I think that this was a really good test for him, but I thought Austin Theory was crushing him.
Oh, he's got some great moves, man. I love when he can shoot through the ropes, do that roll up right into I think that's the shot right there with the cutter, right?
Yeah.
Man, he's got a lot of great moves, but it's going to take more than that to put Finn away. When he beat him last time, he wasn't 100%.
Drop kick that Finn Balor can do, bro, is absolutely insane.
Yeah. Then he set up for the coup de grace.
Yeah.
And Damian Priest showed up, man. This is the first DQ we've had in WWE in a while. And this was the most disappointing. I was really upset. I wanted to see don't get me wrong, I'm a Theory fan too, but I was ready to see the coup de grace, man. I want to see it.
Yeah, I thought that this would be a good thing to show that Finn Balor was back. You get what I'm saying? But Damian Priest, I expected him to come out with some shenanigans. He's full heel now, bro.
Yeah.
And the match immediately DQs. And that
was the same thing he did at the end of the match last week when he lost.
Yeah.
That's that same slam. What's that called? I was trying to go back and look it up. I'm not sure. White fans let us know. It's like a modified potted power slam. Yeah, you did a nice job making him look strong.
Yeah. And Nadula, no. I said that I want Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan to win, but I do think that Naomi and Sasha are going to win. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I expect them to win. I expect Sasha and Naomi to win, but I don't want that to happen. I do want Liv and Rhea to win. That's what I'm saying.
Razor's Edge. Ooh. Thank you, Gary.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, Gary Animachu. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Tommy Mack or Lady
everybody.
J,
see this fight fans, you guys are awesome. Yeah. Fantastic.
I did not see that. He changed his finisher.
About Priest changing the finisher because Cody does? Huh. Where's that?
I need to know what the hell is going on with Cody Rhodes because I have no idea what's happening at this point.
Nobody does, and that's what he's hyping up, man. He's doing his thing.
They're
thinking he's going to go back over to ROH. They're thinking WWE, but he turned down that. He shot offers.
That's what I'm saying.
Wherever he goes, Brandy's going to have to go.
A typical Vince McMahon move. He put this big number in Cody Rhodes' face, and then when he left AEW, he then cut the number in half, and Cody Rhodes was like, "Hell no." That's what I heard.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I don't know what Cody's gonna do. So I mean, we'll see. My favorite part of the match though was the selfie.
He still ran in, yeah. Priest
It.
finished it, and he comes in and steals the selfie like
It
he
was
did
so
it. What a
silly,
clown.
bro. It's so
He's
funny.
a clown.
It's so damn stupid. And to end it, Kevin Owens comes back and makes his announcement. Now, was anybody really surprised?
Nah.
Nah.
As soon as he started saying it's like, I know a way to get to WrestleMania, and he lists like all these people from Texas that might want to come out, because he's been talking as for like the last 3 weeks about Texas. And it finally leads up to, yes, we're gonna see Steve Austin. Well, it's not official. He did call him out, so we still have to wait to hear back if Steve Austin is going to accept the match. But we all heard the rumors that he built a ring in his backyard, Steve Austin, that is. So we'll see. And he was kind of hitting him with some cracks, like, let's see if his knees can hold up.
Yeah,
he was wrapped
I'll
up.
pour
Is
cold
he gonna have
milk
to come
over
out
his head? He was probably gonna stumble in the ring, drunk off of the beers. Yeah.
We'll see,
I
man.
love it.
Medical technology is fantastic. So
it's too good.
Yeah, and he's been sitting on royalties
and murder Kevin Owens probably. But if he does hit Stone Cold with a stunner, that would be so dope. I'm not gonna lie. If Kevin Owens pulled that off, that would be legendary.
Yeah. It's been what, 19, 20 years since?
Yeah, they said it's been 19 years.
That's crazy. Just sitting on royalties, getting fixed up, surgeries and stuff. I'm sure he's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, look at all this, man. Cody's designing his new Stardust gear.
Oh man, I saw a great one. It was the Galactic Nightmare, and it was him in like half Stardust. It was the red, white, and blue
Jesus
kind of
Christ.
Homelander outfit that he had over here at AEW. It was fantastic. It was
and I mean, I think I said this before that I could see Cody Rhodes making like a WrestleMania pop.
Yeah,
but
he's the name.
Yeah, I was about to say, but in name only. I do not want to see this, Nadula, as the main event. Hell no. I want to see it. I think that's what it's leading to. A Demon Finn Balor and the Demon Damian Priest.
Main event WrestleMania. I love to see it.
Yeah, that's going to happen, but I don't want to see it as like the main event. You know what I mean?
I think it'd be good. It
depends
on how they hype it up.
There's so many other good things happening. You get like, that's all. And I do kind of agree with this. For this to be how Stone Cold comes back, I think it's kind of but I'll take it. If this is what gets him back, then fine. It's been almost 2 decades, bro. I'll take it how I can get
I think it's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is good, guys. Don't sleep on KO. He's good. And let's be honest, it has been 19 years. So we don't want to put him in a smash match. Who wants it? You want to see him up against Bobby Lashley or something? That's not cool.
Cody needs to step in for Stone Cold. Jesus. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see him.
But I'm not a big Cody Rhodes fan, so I'm biased.
Yeah, nah. Cody for WWE full
Homelander mode. Yeah, I would accept it.
Yeah, and I do agree. He's definitely doing something. I do agree. But lastly, I do want to touch on Vader getting that Hall of Fame induction. That's
cool.
Awesome.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, he's going to be there with Undertaker getting inducted, right?
Well, no, he died. This is posthumous.
Well, I mean, like he's on the card to be inducted.
Yeah,
with Undertaker.
He's on the 2022 class, so he will be inducted, which is awesome, well deserved. You know what I mean? So congrats to him. But yeah, man, this was a very, very awesome event, I gotta say. But you want to get into the ratings?
Yeah. So here at Take It to the Ring, we like to give each fight card a fight card rating. So we have 5 for Fight Forever, and we got 4. This is awesome. Then you got 3, you still got it. And then 2, it's the classic what? And then 1, boring, worst of all. Tijan and I are going to do a much better job. So this episode for me, it earned a solid 4, man. This was a great episode of Raw. All the way through. I think that the 24-hour stuff, I'm a little over. I'm glad that Carbella's head is out of the game. And I was loving seeing Rhea and Liv Morgan together. That was an awesome match. And of course, I mean, we couldn't talk enough about the opening match. Fantastic.
Yeah, man. That's what really made it for me. I feel like, I'm going to be honest. If they did it the original way and just kept it at the main, I may have made it a 5. I may have. Just because that would have just made me forget everything. But nothing lived at all to the first match, you know, and I don't think anything ever really could. Like I said, in my opinion, this was probably the best triple threat tag team match that I've ever seen.
We got to see 3 solid tag teams go in there, and just really go at it, man. It was a great match. Easy 4. Yeah, improving every week. They're doing better in SmackDown. We've said it a few times.
I'm starting to lose my complaints about Raw and SmackDown. They're stepping it up, which I love to see. But yeah, I'm gonna go with you guys, man. I agree with everybody. For once, everybody is rational. Everybody's
we're on the same page,
and I love it.
Gary with a 4.
This is the first time where I think we have all come together with a number, because we've seen some crazy stuff before. So no, I'm liking it. I'm liking this. This is great. But coming to a few more comments, because I saw one. What's up with the Jeff Hardy situation? I think he's in AEW now, right?
Yeah, I was expecting him to make a debut on Revolution on Sunday, and he didn't. So maybe they're going to hold out for something a little bit later. So we'll see. I know he's official AEW.
Yeah, because I heard that he just wants to, like, before he hangs it up, he wants to, like, have one final, like, run with his brother.
Huh?
So cool. I think that's what it really is. I did.
Yeah, we were talking about it before we got started. I was talking about the House of Black match on AEW Revolution. That was fantastic. That was really good, man.
Maybe it's because this is now just like on the forefront of my head right now. Because I was just like, oh my God.
The AEW one was just hardcore. That was hardcore wrestling, man.
Yeah.
That was just a brutal match with some big guys. Like some really big guys.
Well, I will say this, though, then. Like, I didn't expect there to be this many triple threat tag team matches. You know what I mean? And
that's a good take.
AEW's was messy. I wouldn't say that. I think that triple threat tag team matches are messy in general, but this one was much better and had less botches for sure.
I didn't see a whole lot of botches in the AEW one. They were just actually punching each other.
There we go. Yeah, it was just more intense. Yeah. I will agree with Imanchu, though. I thought that this one was cleaner, but I think that that's just because of the different promos.
So I think that's a great take. You know, between the two, the AEW triple threat match was messier. It was much messier. So especially for, you know, they were both no DQ, I believe. So.
Oh wait. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that all this is, you know, they came in together in a way, and I think that that's where this whole Jeff Hardy thing goes into. You get what I'm saying? Oh, but House of Black championship
match with Jurassic Express, Red Dragon, Bobby Fish. That was a good one too. I mean, Jurassic Express is good. They're really good.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit more of a Chad Gable and Otis fan.
I'm saying,
I
bro,
was just really impressed.
Because I think you got to also understand, man, I've been honest, because I don't always watch AEW. Like, I watched Revolution just because I knew it was going to be huge. Yeah. But
Young Bucks are fantastic. I love Young Bucks.
In Raw. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'd be lying if I didn't say that I've been invested in Raw. So I think that I have a lot more, like, mental involvement in, like, all the storylines in Raw right now. So that's why my opinion is, like, this was the best one, you know, because objectively I could see the arguments. But for me, watching this all the time, that's why I got to give it to the Arcade Bro Alpha Academy.
Said it
Seth
before,
Rollins,
man. They're two totally different animals. It's two different things. So it's all wrestling, but it's just different kind of wrestling.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, and seeing Seth and KO just do so well together was
exactly. Fantastic. Yeah, Bobby O, he wants out. Oh, whoa, what? Is it true that Bobby Lashley wants out? I don't think so.
I think he just actually got hurt and still recovering.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's different. I think that he's gonna be fine. Oh, he says he counts visible leg slaps as bunches. You're pretty. Well, I don't know. I'm.
What do you do? Stomps? You count stomps too? If they do a stomp, oh, that's a.
Yeah, I was about to say that's too critical. I can't do that to them, especially if I'm watching it on TV. If you're watching it live,
the slaps.
Yeah, you're not gonna see that live because you're not looking for it. Of course, you're gonna see it all the time when you're watching it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, look at that. Pull that up. Bobby's renegotiating.
Whoa. Really? Didn't know
Interesting.
that.
Neither did I. Did I miss out
Oh.
on Fight Kitties? I haven't
I was
watched it
about to
yet this
say,
morning.
Lady J, holding the info. What are the three orgs, guys? Please let me know, because I want to know. Because that'll help me make a more informed opinion, because I don't see him going anywhere else. Why would he?
Yeah. I mean,
Unless
you think
there's
he'd
money.
still stay in Bellator?
Hell no. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Keep his old ass out of MMA. Honestly, no, like Jamil made a really good point about Bobby Lashley's run. And in all honesty, he was beating guys who were like new to the sport anyway. So if he actually fought anybody worthwhile, he was getting his ass whooped.
No.
So
Yeah, Joseph said he won't leave.
yeah, I don't see him leaving. I don't see him leaving unless there's some substantial amount of money. But who pays more? Who will pay him more? Because if we're being honest, too, his character isn't all that fun to watch.
Yeah, but he's a big guy.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
Vince
the thing.
likes big guys.
Just he's big and he's super strong.
Yeah.
But as far as charisma goes and like mic skills, they're pretty mid.
Oh no, he's super mid on mic skills.
Yeah,
he stumbles on his words. You could definitely tell he's taken some hard thumps over the years.
Yeah, exactly. He talks
he gets
real
a little
slow.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real no change in his voice. It all sounds the same.
Zero inflection. Absolutely.
Yeah, there's no expression. It's just I came to whoop ass and I'm going to leave. That's it. So
Gary said he's seen him talking to AAW.
AEW or AAW?
Yeah, that's got to be a typo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
he should stay. My opinion is he's a
WWE guy. I don't know.
His best work will be in WWE. I don't think he'll do that well anywhere else, or at least he won't get the same attention.
Because the wrestlers over in AEW are a lot better too.
Yeah, exactly.
Good wrestlers.
Exactly. But I mean, that's all I got, man. You got anything else you want to add?
No, solid episode, guys. Definitely check out that opening three-way match. That was a great one. That's a must see. So definitely check that one out. But and we have some sweet merch. Check all that out. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, leave us some comments, tell your friends. We cover it all. There's tons of good stuff. We don't do it here with Tijan and I. He does the MMA. Then you have Lady J doing the Fight Kitties and Fight News, AAA, New Japan, all that good stuff. So we got you covered, fight fans. But
yeah, man.
Till next time, it's Billy here.
This is Tijan.
Don't stop believing.
Keep it real, guys.